have total like 4 years and 2 months of work experience, excluding the internship. So I started my career as a like data engineer in Cognizant. I started my career in 2022 May. And then like I changed my career within Cognizant. I changed my career from data engineer to like software engineer. After that, I transitioned the organization from Cognizant to JP Morgan Chase last year in December. So I have total like 8 months of experience in JP Morgan Chase so far. So here, like I don't have any tech stack individual like specified. I have to work on every tech stack that is required. So, guys, let me know like from which topic we should start. By the way, can you let me know like if there all of you guys are freshers or any of you have some experience? Can you just let me know this thing in chat?
No, sir, I am fresher.
Okay, so like no need to spam. Just I am requesting the guys who have the experience only they can mention like how much experience do they have in order to mention if you are fresher.
I have around 3 years of experience in data engineering.
Okay, okay, cool. Anyone else like who have experience? No need to mention like if you are fresher. Okay, so I am assuming like everyone is fresher except like one uh ma'am like who do have experience in data engineering field. Okay, let me start with for the common topics. Okay, so guys, like as you know, like the market is no longer suitable for the freshers. Like whenever you guys are applying for any organization, you like some of you guys, if you are lucky enough, you are getting the proper reasons like why you are not selected, and some of you are not lucky enough that you are not even receiving the rejection mail. Okay, so like you must have heard like when you are doing your graduation, let's say like BTech or any bachelor in science things, then you must have heard like after this thing we'll be able to get jobs and we'll be getting this much package and life is sorted. But now it is not reflecting. Do you guys agree with me in this way? Guys, is it okay for you to like talk in English or like we will use Hindi in between? If you guys want, I will try to do that because my mother tongue is not Hindi, but am I am able to speak Hindi to some extent. I don't want the language to be like an obstruction for all of us. Okay, got it. So guys, I just wanted to know like if you guys are like if you guys are applying or you guys are disheartened or you guys are here to know like what are the strategies we should apply so we guys will be able to get a job. So in that case, I just first want to go with my scenario, and if that thing resonates with you, we can proceed further. If something you don't want to go in that way, you can also mention that in chat. Okay, so first of all, like let me tell you one thing: the job market is not what it used to be before. Okay. After COVID also, it was in a transition phase till 2023-24. So within that 4 years of span, job market was not something which was constant. Because even I struggled a lot while trying to switch my career because there are like a lot of facts. Okay, in case you are joining a service company, you guys have 3 months notice period. Okay, so I am assuming since you guys are freshers, so it doesn't matter to you because you are not in an organization right now. So I must say that for fresher, the job market is not that much suitable, but it is not that you guys are not able to crack a job. Okay, for freshers, if you guys are preparing for a specific skill, first of all you have to make sure, okay, if there are other companies, because see, not everyone here who wants to crack a service company, some also wants to crack service companies, or some are also there who are uh, like most dynamic enough to join any startup, because nowadays startups are also paying like better money rather than these service companies. Okay, so so for like I'll go one by one. Okay, so first our goal is to like how to crack a job. Guys, believe me, nowadays referrals don't work the way that it used to work before COVID. So if you guys are thinking like I got a referral and I'll be like there is a high chance I'll be getting interview call. Trust me, guys, I have tried this thing. I didn't work in that way. Sometimes, like if there are any companies, if they're opening any jobs for freshers, like if in a team if there are any openings, the manager will definitely like try to hire someone whom they have trust. How this trust they will gain? One of the employee in their team, they will mention that they will recommend about someone, and this is how those guys for freshers they ask some easy question and they pull into their like organization. Okay, this is one. This is the like most you can say like most effective way to get into a company, but this doesn't hold true for all the organization. Okay, there are also like some organization that are still hiring for the freshers role. I can say like Amazon and like Amazon is hiring for SD1 and even Deloitte is hiring for freshers. Although the package matters, but this is something like first of all you have to focus that you have to get into any organization. Okay, so in that case, like there are some companies that helps well with the referrals, but there are some companies since they do have a lot of choices for freshers, they have the ability to choose who they can take. Okay, so in this scenario, if you want to if you want to stand out of the crowd, there are like two things you can do. Okay, first thing is like you can prepare a project, and the project should be that unique that like the recruiters mostly from private companies or some well techie guy who is in a good position in a startup, they can give you an opportunity. Okay, and if you're thinking like how we can make some projects, it is not something like you will see something in the YouTube and you will add that into your resume and you are expecting someone to see your like a project and they will give you a chance. It doesn't work in that way. Okay, nowadays everyone is hyping AI, and AI, like as per my perspective, is not a bubble. Okay, I mean AI is a you can say something that is there to assist us, and soon it will be stabilized. It is not like it will be banished; it will be stabilized because in the future, like companies they can't like afford AI if they're monitoring people in tokenized way. So in this scenario, nowadays you guys can think of any project. If you are not able to think of any project, give it the idea. Tell Claude, tell ChatGPT to find a project. You guys can explain what is your situation, how you guys wanted to stand out of crowd. You guys tell this thing to AI, and AI will give you a project. What you guys have to do? You guys don't have to paste that entire project in the resume. Okay, it doesn't work in that way because the most that intention behind building a project is to know about the concept, to have the hands-on, to know what extracts you're using, to get the proper hands-on about that. Okay, it is not like you guys are like you guys must have heard like in college days you guys are using you guys are building to do up. It doesn't work in that way. Okay, nowadays the era is like it is hitting different. Okay, you have to make sure that you are out of the crowd, then only you will be get noticed. Okay, I did the same thing, and now I'm getting a lot of calls like from most of the well-known product companies because of two reasons. Okay, one is like in which current company I'm working. The second reason is the projects that is withstanding. Okay, so the project for freshers, the project matters the most. Okay, and for some of the freshers, if you guys are thinking like you guys can only work on some specific technology, Mukul, guys, is it the same like you guys are not able to hear anything, or is it the specific scenario with Mukul Pal? Can you guys confirm if you are able to hear or not?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay, so Mukul, I would request you to. Okay, yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Yeah, guys. So, like, if you guys can provide a better prompt, like, as soon as like you are using AI, you guys will get the right direction, like how, like in which way I should pass the prompt, so I'll be able to get the best result out of it. Okay. So in this way, you guys can ask for Claude, like, in which project I can work on, so this project is not common. And you guys can, since you guys are freshers, you guys can also raise for like the, like if for IntelliJ it has some student developer pack. Okay, you guys can have that for free, and the co-pilot is integrated into that, and you guys put the idea. You guys can do the same process repeatedly using your free tier, and the project will be done. Okay, the most desired intention is to go through line by line, like like what it is doing and why it is doing and how it is doing. Okay, so these things will definitely make you stronger in technical side. And the second thing is, guys, the resume. Okay, definitely, because see, even though you are highly talented in technical side, if you guys are not given any chance to show it in front of the interviewer, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so to stand out of that thing, you guys still can use AI to fill the word. Okay, never ever choose some fancy resume templates. Okay, whenever I am damn sure like you guys have been using Instagram. Okay, whenever you are seeing that people are posting this resume got me into Microsoft, Google, Amazon. So it is something because of two things. Okay, their resume layout, and the second thing is what are the words they're adding. Okay, you guys can write Java, Spring Boot, but at the end, those guys are also adding like A assisted tools. Okay, so these things like whatever they are in your resume, you guys can paste it into Claude. So let's say like I'm using Claude for like because I believe it has better thinking ability. So you guys can paste all of your contents into Claude, and you guys can ask like what are the points that you think is blocking me from the ATS like ATS algorithm. Okay, so Claude will definitely give you that. After that, like you have to perform this thing like 2 to 3 times, like most of the time. Okay, and once the Claude like did all these things, you guys have to try that with ATS that are available freely. Okay, you guys can check the score, and you guys will able to like you guys will be able to know that okay, this is where my resume stands. If you want further improvement, you can use AI to like again scan and fix the like score, like to improve the score that you saw in a different portal by uploading your resume. Okay, and also you guys can tell Claude to like add some keywords that are like highly ATS friendly. Okay, so let's say like for my resume I have added like I remember like before like 8 months or 7 months I have added like AI assisted tools, AI driven environments, and AI setups, those things. Like these are the buzzwords. Okay, that's how the ATS are currently like extracting your resume. Okay, these are the two things you can do. Okay, and one honest recommendation. Okay, you guys have to be like highly available in DS algos. Okay, trust me, guys, this thing all will always help you, no matter whenever wherever you are going. Even though there are people who are being laid off in your team because you guys are mostly dynamic, you have like good hands on DSS, so there are very less likely you guys will be laid off. Okay, so that is something like I would recommend you guys that you have to always like practice this GS algo things, because it will help you no matter like till the time you are like 7 years of experience or 8 years of experience, like going into SD3 roles or like lead engineer guys. Still, these private companies or some well-funded startups, they those guys will still ask you like DS algo things. Apart from that thing, nowadays like there are some companies that are hiring for SD1. They are also seeking candidates who have good hands on DSA, irrespective of any language, and low level design, including the machine coding. Okay, let's say for example, like when I attended the interview from Target for SD2 role, the interviewer told me like you can use any of the AI, but you have to do it in a vibe coding manner. Okay, and you have to implement the system. Okay, to implement the system, you guys must have all the principles, design pattern things. These things, you guys, if you are asking like where we can get to know about all these things, guys, again, ask the same question to ChatGPT, it will derive any source. Okay, there are no particular source where you can search up anything like I want all the DS algo, all the DS algorithm things in one resource. This is not possible. Okay, guys. And if you're also asking for like system design concepts in one resource, this is also not possible. You guys have to be dynamic and you guys have to search in other like other resources also. This is not a unified resource, guys. So let's say for Atlassian, for most of the candidates, like whoever are my friends in Atlassian, for all of them, from the starting first round till third round, all of the technical rounds, they are always asked machine coding. Okay, they will be given a problem statement. For SD1 role, I'm speaking. Okay, so for them, like they will be asked questions like you have to implement this system. At the end, the requirement is the working code. Okay, how you guys will achieve that? You guys have to be highly dynamic on writing code. It is not like you know something, but you can't. It doesn't work in that way. And how you guys will achieve this thing if you guys are focusing every day on DS algo and focusing on a particular functionality, and you guys have to try that. Okay, if you are failing, then Copilot is there. You have to ask that manner. In this only you guys can improve. Okay. Even if I'm talking about my experience, whenever I feel stuck, I ask the same thing to Claude or ChatGPT. It gives me some scenario. Then I also ask it like whether thing is relevant or not. Because you guys, if you're learning something unnecessary, that is only wasting your time. So you guys have to like plan all the things in a better way. So there are two things you can do. You guys can like create a good project that is not that much common. It has to like it must have something that is most like or rare in like nowadays if you're comparing yourself against other people. So that's what you can do. And the second thing is like DS algo and system design thing. Apart from that, regarding the resume, okay guys, always go for simplicity. Okay, simplicity never disappoints you. So you guys can have like a plain resume where about yourself, then your skill, then it comes about the responsibility. Since you guys are freshers, you can add whatever responsibilities you perform while building the project. You can do that, and always try to add the link. Okay, add the hyperlink after like whatever you guys have after the project. You can mention the like GitHub link, and from the starting, whenever you're starting about yourself, your name, after that your contact number, then you guys have to paste any achievements, only short links. Okay, you guys can use that. And at the end you can mention your I can select educational background. If it is a good college or you have scored good marks, you can mention the marks. I mean, for all the fresher, I think the mark is recommended. But if you guys don't have that good marks, you can avoid that. You can only mention your branch name and college name and the duration. Okay, after yeah, so this is a scenario like I would highly recommend to most of the freshers, because at least whenever you are given a chance, you can't say that okay, I don't know how to like if I can be able to do these DSLO questions, or I can do this system vision, because not all the companies want to work in code. Some of them also wants like how you are thinking, how you are drawing. Okay, how are you showing this is my database, if I can scatter it for sharding because like for better performance, or how this DNS works with proper diagrams. Okay, these things are only needed from freshers. If are in the upper level, you will be told to write working codes as well. So guys, are there anyone who think like they do have any specific technology and they will only work in those technologies? Can you guys type in comments if you guys have any specific technology and you guys want to work in those technologies only? Can you guys chat it? Can you guys type in comment box? Hey, Java, Spring Boot, Java, start Java, Java full stack, and data analyst.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. Can I speak in Hindi?
Yeah, sure, please. बोलिए आप.
सर एक्चुअली मेरा कुछ डाउट था एक्चुअली। अभी मैं एक कंपनी में जॉब करता हूँ। अप्रोक्स
बिल्कुल।
1 साल के आसपास एक्सपीरियंस है अभी मेरा। तो अभी मैं
ओके।
मानस्टेक डेवलपमेंट में काम करता हूँ। तो
ओके।
मेरा इन इन फ्यूचर गोल है, जैसे कि स्मॉल प्रोडक्ट, ऐसा नहीं कि जो फैंग कंपनी वो नहीं है। तो
ओके।
नॉर्मल टीसीएस विप्रो एंड हो गया छोटा जो प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड
ओके।
कंपनी है, तो
ओके।
उस लेवल का कंपनी है।
ओके।
तो डीएसए कितना लेवल तक करना चाहिए? जैसे कि मेरे को अभी
लाइक,
लीनियर डाटा स्ट्रक्चर तक
बट
पूरा आता
जो
है मतलब।
जो कंपनीज का आपने नाम बताया वो सब तो सर्विस कंपनी
हम्म
है ना।
हम्म।
तो ओके।
मैं ये
ओके ओके
सर्विस
ओके
बेस्ड प्लस छोटा
ओके।
प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी।
Got it. See, your name is Supriya. Okay, Supriya, like
हाँ हाँ सर।
we will give you, like we will give everyone some time. Okay, first of all, like
ओके
let
ओके
me finish. Okay, because if you are
ओके
asking
ओके
me,
ओके
I give you answer, others will follow the same. Okay,
ओके ओके
I
ओके
can
ओके।
see like data analyst and Java Spring Boot, Java full stack. Okay, so guys, there is one thing. Okay, if you are thinking like if you will only work on Java and Spring Boot, let me tell you something. Okay, I was also like Java developer. What is the reason behind I didn't mention Spring Boot? Okay, imagine one thing. Uh, like uh, like I'm a Java developer and I think I will work on Spring Boot. What if the company's code base is working on Spring? Will you be able to tell them that we have to migrate to Spring Boot? It is all up to the requirements. Okay. So if you guys are saying Java full stack, you have to mean it. It's not like I'll do the front end, I'll do the back end, and the back end is I'll be only writing the scripts to repeat. That's not how it works. Okay. If you're saying full stack, it means you can also work on cloud things, let's say like AWS, Azure, depending on the company. You also have to maintain the resources, so you guys also have to work on Terraform. Also, if you're writing code, you guys also will be facing some issues. Okay, in that case, sooner will be there. And there are also some companies who are also working on Sneak, where it will tell you this is not the correct approach. You have to write the code in that way. Okay. So if you're saying full stack, you must mean it. Okay, because I had never worked on AWS, Terraform, or this Linux and Express Chase before I joined JP Morgan Chase. Okay, once I joined, I was simply told this is the goal, this is how you have to proceed. And when and how much time it will take, no one told me. Okay, I was given a thing, and I will be I should be in a position where I can say, okay, I have done this thing. This is the evidence, and these things are done. I can't complain there that I don't know these things, so I can't work on that. Okay, because you will be working on a team, and you are expected to work on that, and this is the way you guys are learning. Okay. Uh and also let me just check the comments or chats. DSA needed for data science or data analyst. See, it highly depends on the organization, but mostly if you want a clear-cut answer, the answer is yes. Okay. Imagine like if AWS is looking for a data engine, like Amazon is looking for a data engine. In that case, it's not like you will be only asked about the pipeline things or other things. Definitely you have to go in like either a system design way or a DSL go down. So mostly since you are a fresher or if you are working with less than like 3 years of experience, there is a high chance you will be given an online assessment link where you have to write the DSA course. And trust me guys, if you are thinking like if you can paste this question in any of the AI assisted tools, LLM, and you'll be able to get answer, there is like a very low chance you'll be able to find the answers directly. Okay. So it all depends on like how good you are in DS and if you're able to crack it. If your luck is good, then you will be definitely able to crack it, else you know what is going to happen. And like for other things, since we have already discussed about resumes and we have also discussed about like how you guys can prepare yourself for certain opportunities, let me tell you one thing also, guys. uh, so far now I have received a lot of opportunities from LinkedIn, but whenever I am sending a request to the recruiter so we can proceed further, whenever the recruiter is accepting my request, at that time the position is filled or the recruiter ghosts me or like any other reasons. Okay. So that clearly indicates I'm not the only one the recruiter reaches. Okay, the recruiter just finds a short of people, and the recruiter sends the invite, like the sends the invitations to all of the guys, and whoever are lucky or whoever the recruiter finds out the best candidate, irrespective of responding to other candidates, they proceed with them. And if there are any urgent requirement, you can say the interview can be easier. Or if there are no urgent requirement, they can proceed until they found you. Okay, so if you don't have that good luck, then people before you whom the recruiter responded, those guys can fill the seat. So in this way, you guys also have to be highly available in LinkedIn and Naukri. Okay, for Naukri, what I do is like whenever the time is like close to 9:30, I always go and I replace my resume with the same resume. Okay, I just like upload a new resume that is completely equivalent to my old resume, and my Naukri profile is 100% completed. And guys, never ever have any constraints in Naukri, like you can't work in night shift or you have any location constraint. Never ever mention that. Okay, once you crack the company, then you guys have the leverage to discuss that with the recruiter, and most of the time the recruiters always agrees with you. So from the beginning, never ever have any constraints in Naukri profile. Have your updated resume ready, and if you are targeting any specific profile, you guys can tweak the resume. But since you guys are fresher, you guys have the time. But for me, I don't have time. Like, although I do have a lot of time, but I feel lazy enough to change that according to description. So since you guys are like literally trying hard to get the opportunity, you guys can do that. And guys, never ever think that this company is small, this company is good. At the end, something if the company is taking you without any prior experience of you, that means you are like you must be grateful enough towards that organization. Okay, well, see, one more thing. If you guys like asking like what skill sets are required for data analyst, definitely I will go with the generic ones because I can't guarantee you if those things are only the required things in an organization. Okay, if you guys are talking about data analyst, definitely I have seen people working in SQL and Tableau and like this Power BI kind of things and Teradata, and that, you guys must have know about this HQL things, like where there are some particular tools where you have to write in that way. And if are also if the targeting company also uses like NoSQL things, so you must be like good enough in those coding also. But since the tech era is moving towards AI, not towards like along with AI in that way. First of all, you have to land a job, which you have to do without using AI. But after you landed a job, you can use AI. Okay, so for that thing, you have to be at least good with like Python or Scala. But I won't recommend Scala for freshers because you guys don't know whether Scala is the only language that are being used in your current like in your target company. Because when I was working in Cognite as a data engineer, I was like a four-star coder in HackerRank, and I thought, okay, in Python I can do this thing, that thing, that thing. Although I didn't have any LLM access, but in between I saw that people like the all the codes, like some of the codes are written in Scala. Okay, does that mean I will learn Scala? That can't guarantee me that CS algorithm or the software development things. Okay, so you guys have to adopt a generic things. If you guys are able to prove yourself in those skills, then there is a high chance, like there is 100% chance, if you guys can literally learn anything required by that organization, you guys can excel in that way. So that's the thing that I have learned so far. I may be wrong, but this is my perspective. And guys, also one thing, please before applying any jobs in Naukri, go through the description, because some of the recruiters they also share their email ID. If you guys are lucky enough, you guys will definitely receive a response from the recruiter, and it increases your chance up to 1,000% that you will be definitely given a chance to prove yourself. Okay, so whenever you guys are applying any job, don't only hit apply button blindly. Okay, you guys have to also check for the job description, because some of the recruiters they also share their mail ID, and there is a high chance that you guys will receive response. And guys, are there anyone who don't want to attend face-to-face opportunities? They only want like virtual opportunities. Are there any guys? Please feel free to reply in the chat who don't want to attend face-to-face opportunities. They are only interested in virtual opportunities. Okay. Only two guys. That means I'll assume like other guys are like comfortable to attend face-to-face. Okay. So for these two guys, never ever follow this approach. Okay. It is not going to work in this way because nowadays the most possible way for you guys to go to service companies like TCS or Infosys, either by clearing their online assessment, and then you guys have to follow the interview opportunities. Like you guys have to follow go for a face-to-face round, or even though it is an online assessment, you guys have to attend it from their campus. So there are no chance that you can do anything that doesn't follow the code of conduct. Okay. So guys, always stay flexible. Okay. If you are given a chance, you are told, okay, come to this thing, we'll be taking your like face-to-face rounds. If it is a big company and good company, you should go. I understand even though you are not selected, or even though there are other things that are not as per the code of conduct, and you are seeing something inappropriate, you can't do anything rather than uh, like uh, compensating yourself about your fortune. Okay, but I must say that you should not have the constraint that you are not attending any face-to-face round. And guys, one more thing, it is not only you guys that are getting rejected in interviews. I must say, I have been rejected in TCS more than 3 times. Okay, so it is not it doesn't mean that I am not good enough to work in TCS. It always depends on the interviewer. Okay, some of the interviewers don't want you to come. Some of the interviewers, they look for other things. Not I'm not talking about technical things. There are also people who also I mean, I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. So these things also happen. So never ever lose hope on you guys. Okay, follow on this thing, and if you are good enough and the Lord supports you, you'll definitely get a chance. And also one more thing, guys, I have an option. Like if you are guys always posting something regarding on technical blogs, and you are posting it on everyday basis, definitely you guys will be seeing that the impression is increasing in LinkedIn. So there is a high chance you will be receiving a call from a recruiter. Okay, because there are some companies that have immediate hiring. So you guys will be definitely fit for that. Companies will tell you, okay, we need 4 years of experience, 5 years of experience to the client. But behind the scenes, you guys will be working with 0 years of experience or 1 year of experience. Okay. So guys, there are two things. You guys always have to post something valuable that resonates your technical ability or whatever issues you faced and how you fixed it. If you guys have not faced this thing, go to AI, tell it whatever tech stacks you are working on, what are the issues you are facing and how you are fixing it, and at the end tell it. So it will create a post that will look like more human specific. So it won't sound like it has been completely written by the AI. Okay. In this way, if you are posting something on everyday basis on LinkedIn, definitely you guys will be getting a lot of connection, and sometimes the recruiters will reach out to you. And guys, since if you guys have never worked at any company, you don't have any experience, always go with the company that is giving you any opportunity. Okay, never ever filter yourself from the company perspective. And okay, so this is for the freshers. Now I want to be more specific about people who have some experience, and I am assuming the number of people are very less in this session. Those who have experience, I'm talking in that manner. So you guys can ask me questions. And guys, I understand if your part is done, you guys can leave. But I also admit there is something that you can also find out from the people who are working currently, and they can also share what are the scenarios they are seeing and how they are moving. And also, guys, one more thing I forgot, that is the most important thing. Okay, guys, whenever you are doing something or you are showing something, always integrate AI with that. Integrating AI means not about code. Okay, code can be done using AI, but you guys have to know more about the concept, like how it works and how it validates. So AI engineer is nothing but like 80% software development, 20% AI. Okay, and then it only matters like how you are onboarding that thing into production system. That's what it differentiates between AI engineer and the ML engineer. Both things are different. Okay, so never ever think that ML engineer is the same as the AI engineer. Other than DS algo system design is a must thing, and these are the top of the cherry kind of things. So nowadays, like I have been also learning about AI, not about this ML things. I'm only learning about this LangChain, LangGraph. Although my preferred programming language is Java, I'm now learning LangChain and LangGraph. Then I will only learn about this vector and RAG, and that's how my AI thing is done because I have already some hands-on experience in like full stack development, and only the thing that I'm adding is this part of AI so that I can call myself an AI engineer. Okay. So guys, I would like to now proceed with question and answer. But before that, guys, if you have any doubt on the topic so far we have discussed, you can paste that thing on chat. I will prioritize them first. Then we'll proceed with the Q&A, like question and answers. So anything you guys are not able to understand or you guys need any clarifications so far we have discussed, I only need those questions appear in my chat, then we'll proceed with the questions for other folks. Okay. Pass on content, it is possible to get this because more companies looking for is same as this place guide what to do. On 2026 companies most rolled back after in Delhi. I've not been successful so far. I would really appreciate any advice. Okay. Okay, so we are having only two questions. We'll go that, then we'll go with Supriya, and then we'll go with Bhumika. Okay. So for Mustaq Ahmad Sheikh, let me know if I'm like pronouncing your name properly. Okay. So uh So Mustaq, so you are passed on 2024 and now the year is 2026. So yeah, I also admit like this thing happens, but this thing only happens in the service companies. Okay, it doesn't happen with service company. Although it happens with service company, but the numbers are very limited. Okay, so what you can do is like you can prepare and yes, I'll go on a like a prioritized basis, and you can also focus on system design things, and you have to always be active on LinkedIn and Naukri, and to be highly active, like you have to be highly active in LinkedIn and Naukri, and you also have to increase your visibility by posting a lot of jobs in LinkedIn on daily basis. Okay, that's how you can increase your visibility, and definitely you will be getting a chance. And for 2026 graduates, you can also do the same thing since you don't have the constraint that you have passed your like you have like completed your course before 2 years. That doesn't hold up with you. So you can also follow the same step. But being a fresher, you can also you should not limit yourself into a specific skill. Okay, you have to be highly flexible. Okay, the next question, like if I do website using AI, can I use in my resume? See, you can do the website using AI. You can also mention that in your resume. But the thing is, if there are also people who can do it without using AI and they have a high grip in the concepts, so and they are also aware about how to use AI. So that is something that will differentiate between you and that guy into that organization. Okay. I hope that answer is clear. Have intensive experience as well, unable to get into. Okay, this is not do for a role of data engineer. Okay. So for the role of data engineer, you guys can have intermediate AI. You after that you have to go with this NumPy, Pandas, some few like libraries or frameworks. You have to focus on that. And apart from that, you can also focus on ML to have a higher chance of standing out of the crowd. Yeah, that's land DS algorithm must, and how your data flow goes on. That is the part of system design. You can follow in that way. Okay. You have built an AI interview intelligence platform and I have deployed in some of the weeks. Will it be plus point in my resume and make it as a startup? Okay. Okay, tell me one thing, Aryan Yadav. If you have built something, is it something like you have built from the scratch and you can explain the same thing using, if you are given a whiteboard, will you be able to explain the same thing and talk about scalability and talk about the availability? You must have heard about the CAP theorem, right? Consistency, availability, and partition tolerance kind of things. So will you be able to explain the same thing? Will you be able to explain the same thing in front of the interviewer if you are given a chance? And thinking about if you can make a startup, do you think you don't have any competitors, or if you have, you if like as per you there are no like solid competitors? You can think in that way, okay? Because whenever I was given a chance for interviews, I was always told to write codes in the coder pad, that is AI interview platform. And nowadays, like Lead Code even have introduced the same thing like pair programming, and the same thing you can do with other platforms as well. Okay, voice not clear. Okay, I'll try to like refine my voice from now on. Okay, so apologies for the inconvenience. Okay. So, okay, Bhumika, I will go at the like next time. First of all, I will go with Supriya Halder. Yeah, Supriya, you can ask me. Supriya, am I audible?
या ऑडिबल।
Yeah. So, yeah, please tell me.
सर एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि अभी मेरा जैसे 1 साल एक्सपीरियंस है
Mm-hmm.
तो मानस्टेक में, तो
Okay.
मैं इन फ्यूचर सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनी और छोटा जो प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी उसमें टारगेट करना चाहता हूँ। तो अभी मेरा ट्री बाइनरी ट्री तक डाटा स्ट्रक्चर अच्छे से आता है, बट जो
Okay.
एडवांस जो डाटा स्ट्रक्चर है वो अभी मैं स्टार्ट भी नहीं किया हूँ। तो मैं साइड बाय साइड जावा स्प्रिंग बूट भी कर रहा हूँ और डीएससी भी कर रहा हूँ, तो
तो
मतलब
आपका
कितना
डिजायर्ड
लेवल
रोल
तक
क्या
करना
है?
अभी मेरा मानस्टेक रोल है।
नहीं, आपका डिजायर्ड रोल क्या है? आप जावा स्प्रिंग भी
आ,
कर रहे हो और मॉन्स्टैक भी कर रहे हो, तो आप कौन सा रोल चाहते हो?
नहीं, इन फ्यूचर मैं जावा बैकएंड पे ही करना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मेरा बैकएंड पे थोड़ा अच्छा है, मतलब फ्रंट एंड से अच्छा बैकएंड ही है मेरा।
ओके।
मतलब नोट पे करूँ, नोट जावा जावा स्प्रिंग बूट दोनों ही अच्छे, मतलब दोनों कर लूंगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मोट बैकएंड ही चाहिए टेक्नोलॉजी।
Okay. See, since you have the Munstack experience with you, you can also utilize that, and you can apply for the organization for a full stack role. Okay.
या
Because you have a full stack experience, there is a high chance that you won't be like asked any questions from very deep. Okay, you will be asked some questions from the front end, irrespective of the framework like Angular or React. Because for TCS or Infosys, those guys always mention like full stack, Java or Angular, Java or React. They always mention in that way, or .NET React, .NET Angular. They always mention that way. Okay, for service companies, those guys are not worried about DS algo questions. Okay, at the end they will ask you very simple question, not from DS algo. If you are only mentioned that you have good hands on DSA, but they always prefer those candidates like who have hands-on experience in Java and Spring Boot. If you are saying Java, they will always ask you which version. So whatever version you are working on, you have to be aware about what are the new features. Since Java is backward compatible, you also have to learn about those old features as well. So mostly for coding questions, they will always ask you some questions regarding Stream API. I am damn sure you can do those things without using the
या
Java 8 features, but the expectation is to complete the question using streams only. Okay, so
ओके
that's the
ओके।
thing. And also there are some companies who work on reactive programming that also looks like same as Java Stream, but it is different. uh, in asynchronous way, you have to be like very sure about that. So if you're only applying for backend position that are always available in their face-to-face tribes, they will always ask about these questions, and the interview won't last more than 15 to 20 minutes if you're good enough, like if you're lucky enough, I must say. Then in this way, the second round will be the managerial round, and in the managerial round, they will ask about your previous experience. That will last at max 5 to 10 minutes, and you are done. So that's the thing. But
सर
given
इधर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है सर, हाँ आप कंप्लीट करो उसके बाद मैं क्वेश्चन करता हूँ।
given that कि अगर आप DSL का प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो, that to service companies, ये उतना सेंस नहीं बना था। लेकिन ये भी तो आप कह नहीं सकते जैसे कि आपको अगर कोई अच्छे कंपनी से अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गया, तो वो लोग आपको
हाँ
डीएसएल को पूछेंगे तो ये आपके लिए एडवांटेज ही रहेगा।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
तो आपको एडवांस डेटा स्ट्रक्चर में आप मतलब ग्राफ आप नहीं करोगे तो चलेगा, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंपनी टू कंपनी। बट आपको ट्री तक और रिकर्शन और डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग और ग्रीडी ये सब तो आपको आनी ही चाहिए, और क्यू स्टार्ट।
हम्म।
और मोस्टली आपको
हाँ
फोकस
स्टैक।
करना पड़ेगा क्यू और स्टैक में, क्योंकि बहुत सारे कंपनीज इसमें ढूंढ देते हैं और कुछ कुछ कंपनी आरएस में ही सोचते हैं। और जब भी आप डीएसएलओ करते हो आप क्वेश्चन वाइज मत जाओ, आप पैटर्न वाइज जाओ, ठीक है। पैटर्न वाइज के लिए
हाँ
आपको
हाँ हाँ
मिल
हाँ।
जाएगा, जैसे कि मैं अभी फॉलो कर रहा हूँ पढ़ो विद प्रत्युष, जो कि अकामाई में एसडी2 है। उनका मैं अभी यूट्यूब प्लेलिस्ट फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैं भी अभी इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ। तो
अच्छा
दस
अच्छा
में
अच्छा।
तो आपका
हाँ
क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट हुआ।
सर मेरा इसमें और एक क्वेश्चन जो बाहर आया कि अभी तो
ओके
मैं मानस्टैग में हूँ, तो
ओके
अभी 1 साल का एक्सपीरियंस हुआ, तो
ओके।
एमएनसी में 1 साल एक्सपीरियंस पे मतलब मैं स्विच कर सकता हूँ कि मतलब एटलीस्ट अभी देखते हैं मतलब मार्केट टू मतलब दो
नेक्स्ट
साल तीन
थिंग,
साल ही
इट
देख।
टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंपनी, ओके। अगर उन लोगों को चाहिए अर्जेंट रिक्वायरमेंट और आपका अगर नोटिस पीरियड उनके अंदर फॉल कर जाता है जो उनको चाहिए, तो
अच्छा
आपको वो ले
अच्छा।
सकते हैं। लेकिन मेरा ऑनेस्ट कैविटी ये है कि जब भी मैं इन्फोसिस या टीसीएस में गया हूँ, हमेशा
हम्म।
जो उनका मिनिमम एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए होता है इंटरव्यू के लिए, वो 3 इयर्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस रहता है, ठीक है। तो फ्रेशर्स के लिए बहुत कम चांसेस आते हैं, तो वो आपको एक्टिव होकर ढूंढना पड़ेगा, उसमें हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते। अगर
अच्छा
कंपनी
अच्छा।
लेने के लिए तैयार नहीं है तो आप क्या ही कर सकते हो।
हाँ हाँ
तो
समझ
बेटर
गया
मैं
सर।
आपको ये कहूंगा कि आप स्टैक में काम करो, साइड बाय साइड जावा भी करो। तो जब आप स्विच करोगे तो आप बोल देना कि मैं फुल स्टैक में काम कर रहा था, और जब आपको पूछा जाएगा तो आप प्रूव भी कर सकते हो। तो ये चीज़ आप
हाँ
कर
हम।
सकते हो।
हाँ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा यही था क्योंकि एक्चुअली मैं मानस्टैक में काम कर रहा हूँ, तो उन्होंने तो पूछेगा
ओके।
कि जावा में कहाँ एक्सपीरियंस है तुम्हारा, तो उस टाइम क्या जवाब देना है?
देखिए, जो भी आप जवाब दोगे उसके लिए तो वो आपको प्रूफ नहीं मांगेगा, लेकिन आपको प्रूफ करना पड़ेगा बीइंग टेक्निकली like strong, okay? That's the one thing you can do. No one knows what you are doing unless you show them the proof. अगर आप बोल दो
अच्छा।
कि मैं जावा में काम कर, लेकिन आप जावा में कर नहीं सकते, तो फिर आप तो पकड़े ही जाओगे ना।
समझ गया
तो
सर।
ठीक है। तो भूमिका लाइक आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
हाँ सर
हाँ.
हेलो। या
नहीं,
सम।
आप म्यूट कर लीजिए, सुप्रिया।
Okay, so I've been working as a data engineer from the last 3 years in
ओके
Genpact, but now I'm
ओके
planning for a job search basically. But I think I'm following some wrong approach of applying jobs here. So apart from the Naukri, which platform would you recommend for job roles? Because it's like from the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'm applying for jobs continuously, but I'm not getting any calls. It just feels like I'm applying in the ghost job. So just want some of your recommendation
ओके।
for that.
So say भूमिका like for the job hunting opportunity, for the experienced folks, since I am also an experienced guy, I have never received any opportunity. Like I have never received a call from LinkedIn
Hmm.
from a very good company. Okay, it is all because a recruiter search for a bunch of candidates whom they want. They believe that these candidates can clear the interviews, and they share the invitations to those candidates, and they go in a sequential manner until they find the right candidate. Okay, so in this way, what you can do is like you can post findings on a frequent basis so that you will be gaining a lot of reach, and this is the only way you can be available in LinkedIn in front of the recruiters. And it is not like whatever you work you have to only show those things, okay. Whatever things that can be extended from your working experience you can mention that as well. So whenever given chance you can prove yourself in that area. Let's say I'm a Java developer and I know Java Spring Boot like in a decent manner. So if I'm saying I can also work with Python and I can also work with the AI and I'm not working actively, in that case it will be an advantage for me. And for Naukri, I always prefer for changing my resume, always setting my expected salary to some amount that will definitely like attract the recruiters, because the recruiters will always chase for the correct candidate with low salary. Okay, after you are
Hmm.
done with everything, you can discuss that. Even though the recruiter asks upfront like how much do you want, never ever say market standard. Okay, after the market standard, if you are earning 4 LPA, they can say okay we can give you 30% hike, which is like close to 6 LPA. That's not what you want. So you can say I am fine with 6 LPA, 7 LPA. I just try to play with them. Like I just try to apply diplomacy here. Okay, I am I am like open for negotiation, or I am looking for something as per my best interest. Once you are done with the interview, at that time this is like right time where you can negotiate yourself. Okay, you can say like these are the things I have told myself.
Okay. Yeah, actually, the thing is, I'm getting few calls from the Naukri side, but it's like
Okay,
they're, yeah, but it's like they're very less, like less than 10 LPA, because currently I am in around 12 LPA, so I'm expecting some job offers that should be around maybe I think above 18 LPA. So that
okay.
I'm getting it hard because I'm not getting any calls from the Naukri to get it like that.
See,
So
I will tell you one thing. Okay,
yeah.
since I'm also an experienced person, whenever
Hmm.
whenever I'm also approaching for a recruiter or I'm getting a call, one thing, okay, because of my notice period, they are not able to process my profile. Even though I'm serving my notice, I do have an offer. They will ask me, okay, why are you searching for a role if you are already offered to a different role, from a different organization. At the end, if I have completely served my notice, if I don't have any offer, they will say, if you don't have any offer, and this is the thing we are giving you, and that is like the most thing you deserve, they will lowball you in that way. Okay. So there are a lot of factors, the notice period, and having multiple offers in hand. Let's say like you got an offer from Deloitte, or let's say you got an offer from
I
and
think you're breaking. Is it just me or for others also he's breaking?
okay,
Now it's
just let
fine.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. See, let's say you got an offer from Infosys and you
Hmm.
also got an offer from TCS. Okay. So let's say you got the offer from TCS, let's say around 15 LPA, and Infosys is giving you like Infosys is asking you like how much do you expect, and you will say, okay, I have an offer of 15. I'm looking for something 18, or you can say like I'm looking for something 18. Then the recruiter will ask, okay, how much do you have? You will say, okay, I have 15, so that's the reason like I want 18. Okay. So they can only go in that range that they are able to take you for that build amount. Okay, so if they have the maximum budget of 16, they will give you the 16, and
Hmm.
you also won't decline that because anyhow you are getting a higher amount. And
Yeah.
in between, if you are clearing some of the private companies, in that case you can ask for something, because for private companies a recruiter never lowball you. Okay, they will always give you some amount, then you can negotiate based on that depending on your like interview experience. So this is how it goes. Okay, so if you are at the end of your notice period phase, in that scenario you will be getting a lot of calls. What I mean about lot of calls is not like you'll be getting 20, 30 calls. It is something like the recruiter will notice a profile, they'll bookmark a profile, and before 2 or 3 days of your last working day, they'll reach out to you and they'll schedule interviews. These things all happen in an instant manner, you can say. And this is the phase where you can tell the recruiter that you are okay to join after 2 weeks of your last working day. So you can also apply for other round of interviews, and there you can negotiate. So this is the only way. If you don't have any offer, you can't strongly argue unless it is a private companies. And nowadays, private companies are also don't want to give much salary because they are investing mostly in AI. Because in my organization, I have been given cloud offers 4.8 with unlimited tokens with max ability. Okay, that means the companies are like actively investing a lot of amount in that, so they want to like only keep people like like the max extent they can reduce the salary, they are going in that way. It doesn't mean that you can't crack a very high salary, but this is the only fact they are taking care of.
Okay. One last question.
Yeah.
So currently my notice period is of 3 months, and I think most of
Okay.
the companies are backing off because of this notice period only. So do you think is
Understood.
it good if I just say them my notice period is around 60 days and not telling them the actual truth?
Even for 60 days also you'll face the same scenario for sure, unless it is TCS and Infosys,
Okay.
or like those companies who have like 90 days notice period. If they are not looking for any urgent requirements, then you are good to go. But I have literally seen companies with 3 months of notice, like Capgemini, Tech Mahindra, or TCS, Infosys. Also, they do also have urgent requirements where they are seeking for candidates who can join immediately or within 2 weeks. So that is not possible. And also one more thing, guys. While living Cognizant, I also didn't have any offer. I was getting a lot of calls, but because of this 3 months notice period, I didn't get any jobs. So I resigned myself because I thought, okay, this is something that is blocking me. Rest apart, I didn't have any other issues. So after I am done with my 3 months notice period, when I had only 2 to 3 days for my last working day, then only I started receiving a lot of calls. Okay, so this is how it goes. So you guys must have enough gut to you follow this process, but this is not my recommendation. It also purely depends on luck as well. Even though you have a lot of knowledge, because of the lack of luck, uh, your destiny can change. But one more thing, just try to crack for some organizations like Deloitte or Infosys or TCS. Then at least you can breathe, and in between you can also search for other opportunities, and you can also search your I also heard a different platform where I used to receive uh, like uh, job opportunities. I can't remember that the name of the platform as of now, but I will paste it in the chat as soon as I remember.
Okay, yeah, thanks. That would be helpful.
Yeah. Uh, okay, guys. Anyone? Okay, let me go to the chat as well. I've completed MCA in 20 left the company to pursue MBA, but wanted to experience the finance sector and joined Axis Bank in March 2024. But now I want to switch as a data analyst, so it will be a plus point. Okay. So see, Dev, it totally depends. Like if you're working in a non-IT role and you want to show that as a technical role, definitely, I mean, if the recruiter believes whatever you're saying is correct, and if the recruiter doesn't have any idea about that is a non-tech role or not, you are good to go. Okay, you can prepare yourself and you can look for opportunities outside. If the recruiter reaches out to you and you are given a chance for the interview opportunity, and if you're proving yourself, you are definitely good to go, because that is something I have literally seen people doing, and they have already cracked very good companies doing the same approach. So and sir, I'm currently in third year. I want to know about internship. I have skills like front end and DSA, still dynamic programming. Okay. See, regarding the internship, it totally it highly depends on what are the projects you have made. Based on that, your resume gets shortlisted. So unless you have done some good projects which little stands out of the crowd, although you don't have that thing completely implemented, less like 100% implemented, but you have that thing close to 40 to 60% implemented, you are good to go. But that project must be something like that is a rare, that must be rare, or that is something that is adding value to modern problems, or how you can improve the enterprise. That is how your project will be shortlisted. And there are also some companies that share their online assessment. If you're cracking that, definitely, if you're practicing DSL, you'll be able to crack that. And after that, I mean, that opportunity will be only given to you if your project is that good, or you are from a good college, let's say like tier 2 or tier 1 kind of thing. Okay, I have completed my MCA. Okay, I have answered this question. Third year. Okay. Okay, platforms for internships. See, if I am talking about this platform for internships, I literally don't know, because I have never attended an internship from any platform. But I remember after 2020, 2020, during 2021, there was a website named as Internshala. I mean, at that time, I just casually said that I am doing web development, and suddenly I received a call for interview, and sadly I was rejected with a very terrible feedback. Okay, but as of now, I don't have much idea about internship platform. But whoever people I have known from internship career, I know those guys are always filtered from hackathons or their projects along with these algo skills. Because in my current company, the interns they are filtered from like hackathons, because in the third year they were given some projects and they are able to do it and they are able to participate in hackathon. They have to prove themselves, then they are allowed to my organization. How to crack Java Spring Boot interview and work as a low code developer. See, if you want to like crack Java Spring Boot interview, that means you are only focusing on service companies because you are mostly technology specific. In that, you must have hands-on experience in Java and about Spring Boot concepts and annotations and some of the like behind the scenes, like how this other Spring Boot application works, how the bean instances work, how the concept things you have to be conceptually stronger and you have to have some like Java coding hands-on. That's the only thing you can do and is good enough. You will be only asked few questions and you don't have to code. That's how you can get it. Hangam, see, okay, just a sec. Or another. Okay, yeah, yeah, Aryan, yeah, please speak.
So, hello sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please tell me.
So basically, I'm in a tier three college, and
Okay.
I'm like 17 years old, and I have done my like internship program. There was an AIML internship for 3 months, so I did that, and
Okay.
I have the certificate of that also. But that was only a training program, so I haven't got any stipend or anything like that. So,
Okay.
sir,
I
I want to talk
got
about that. How could I get an internship? Like, I'm just 17 years old and I applied for Google Ambassador program, and I got selected for that. But due to age issue, can't I can't work in this nation like India, or that's why I got rejected. And even though there's a platform called Handshake AI, so I want to try that, but due to my age limitation, I couldn't get that. So, sir, I wanna ask that if I can get any remote job from any of the platforms, if even if I am 17 though, like FR, it's an
you
high right?
have the answer with you, right?
Yes, so like so there is not any company that provides work from home even if I am below 18, because I have done very tech
Do you
because
want
I
companies to be prosecuted against labor law, like child labor law?
no, I literally don't want that, but I have the skills. Like I have built an AI intelligence platform
For
on my
internship,
own.
it makes sense, but for a professional, guys, my internet connection is unstable, so if you experience some noise issues, okay. See, Aryan, like for age, we can't do anything. For internship, maybe it is possible, but for work experience, you must have to be at least 18 years old. That is something. But till that time, you can sharpen your DSLGO skill and like system design things. Okay, that's the only thing you can do.
Yes, sir. Can you tell me any internship platform like FR I can get any internship
No,
to
actually,
join?
sorry for that because I have never like faced this kind of scenario. Like I have never searched an internship from that since I was also from a tier two college, so I was given internship directly from Cognizant. Okay, so even I don't have any idea about that. My bad.
Sir, there is a distortion in your voice.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Is it
No, it's still there.
audible now?
Sir, no, you are not audible.
Hello. Just a sec. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Yeah, Aryan, like for internship, I can't tell because I don't have any idea about that. Sorry.
So, sir, my next question is like I have built an AI intelligence platform, like as I told you earlier. and
Okay.
I built this all about production, and I seriously want to deploy it.
See, it all depends like the way how you have built it.
Yes, yes.
The desired thing from you is like if you can explain why you have chosen this thing and how it is like solving the issues, because there are a lot of like competitors in this thing, right? As I said, like CoderPad, LeetCode, and some companies have other platforms as well. So these things like I mean, as a project, the main desired expectation is like how you are working behind like with perspective of like high level design and how it is actually handling requests. So that's the expected things from you, okay? And don't think about it as a startup so far, because startup means a lot of things, and you should have a lot of patience, and you must have the time to invest in that, okay? And if there are already some developed things, and if you are making something new apart from that, then if you can bring out this thing in front of a recruiter, then this is definitely going to help you. But I'm not sure about the funding things, because there are also some companies who are offering funding things as well. But it totally depends like how you are
Sir, you are not audible right now.
working on local and you have a good knowledge about these things, then
Sir, there's still distortion in your voice.
I hope I am able to
No, sir, you are not
like
audible to me.
answer my bad. Am I audible now, guys?
Yes, yes, yes,
Am I audible now?
yes, sir.
Okay, I switched my network. Yeah. So I am like the final answer for you. Like if you are good, like if you are confident enough about the design behind your application, and you have a good grasp on system design and DSL, then you are good to go. As soon as you turn 18, you can utilize that thing. That's all I can say.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, Arpit, please speak.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. Sir, actually, I want to ask, like, I am currently practicing DSA, and I'm also giving contest
Okay.
on lead code. So suppose someone is
Okay.
very like at a good point in DSA, then for him, what would be the best way to apply to companies? Like, most probably, I think if the development part is like okay and the DSA is good, then in that case, what should be the best strategy?
No, this thing it doesn't go in that way. Okay. See, if that is the case, then only competitor program like competitive coders will be in very good companies. Okay. I mean, it's not like they're in good companies because of only competitive coding. Okay. Apart
Like
from
I
the
am doing
coding part,
development
you
also, sir, but like the DSA part is better than the development part. But I'm also like doing development also. I've created full stack projects in dev also using Java and Spring Boot and React, and in Monstack also have created. But like
see, you
DSA
can
part,
mention a lot of tech stacks. Okay. You can mention a lot of tech stacks. What if the recruiter, I mean, the interviewer picks a particular tech stack and goes deep into that? So, I mean, you have to be careful on that thing. Okay, it depends on the
okay.
experience. And also, one thing, if you are like good in DSA, that's good, but you also have to be like fair enough in software engineering things, because mostly like whatever you're doing, I am doing the completely opposite. Like once upon a time, I was also very good in DSA, but I was bad in software development. But as soon as my experience increased, I found out okay, DS is important. That doesn't mean the software development is not important. Okay, that is how you will think in like real world problem specific matters. Okay, I mean if you are able to find the top three elements from like top three elements from a array, and but you don't know how to utilize this. Let's say I am telling you to implement a like a gaming system where people will be ranked in first, second, third manner. In that scenario, you will be using that top three elements in the array approach. Okay, so this is how the software contains the DS algo thing. So mastering one doesn't actually help. I mean, you'll be able to clear one run, but in the second run, you'll definitely fail, okay? Because the expectation is quite higher. The interviewer always have the feedback from your previous round, and they also know if you have completed your first round, and then second round, I mean, if you're coming to the second round, then definitely you have completed your first round with stronger. So that's the case. They are all like dependent on each other. I hope I have
Okay,
answered
and
your
sir,
question.
yes, sir. And sir, one more thing I want to ask. Like, I
Okay,
have completed my MCA in 2024, and I had also
okay,
completed one internship in a startup. So, but
okay.
there is a gap also. So, for that, in the interviews, if I'm asked about that, then how should I explain regarding that the gap which is there?
Okay. Can you tell me how what is the duration of that gap?
Like in 2024, I graduated and completed my MCA. Then I received an offer from Tech Mahindra, but the main offer letter didn't came. Only the letter of intent was given. After that, nothing came after that. So that year passed on like this. After that, in 2025, I
Okay, okay, I
after
got
few
it.
months I received the internship, and then 2026 came, and unfortunately, I didn't receive any full time offer from that
Okay,
startup.
no, we'll see. There is a good thing that you received any internship opportunity, and you can say the things. Okay, see, never ever exaggerate everything in front of a recruiter because they have seen a lot of candidates. If you're comparing yourself, okay. So what you can say is you can tell about the stake Mahindra issues. You can say that you have been always you had been receiving those confirmations that okay, in the next 2 months you'll be receiving the offer letter. In this way, you can say you passed mid 2025. After that, you lost all the hope, and then you started preparing, and then you secured an internship. And there are like two rounds, DS Algon system, and then you crack the internship. After that, because of the budget issue, those guys could not hire you, but you are still looking for roles, and you have already proved it, and you can prove it whenever given chance. So in that scenario, like you have to be highly available in LinkedIn, so people will know, recruiter will know, okay, this guy is working in a lot of tech stacks, and he has hands-on things. And you know one thing, nowadays recruiters are also asking technical questions. It's not like you will say something like whatever you want and they will accept it, not like that. Whatever question they're asking, they do have their answers ready in front of them, okay. So nowadays everyone is everyone is evolving, so that's how it works. So you can
And
say in that way, but you can adjust the things accordingly, but never ever exaggerate it a lot more, okay.
okay. And so, like
Yeah.
for the project part, like I have some projects, but I want to understand like for to get good project ideas which can like
So
impress
yeah,
the
the
interviewers.
same thing like AI. If you are not able to decide something, ask AI. You don't need to have the subscription unless you want everything faster. But AI will definitely help you because that's how I have added two projects in my resume. Don't ask for my resume, okay? It is not gonna help you. So like I added those two projects, and nowadays I'm receiving calls because I have already worked in JP Morgan Chase, or my projects are that like uh, good enough, so people are reaching out to me. Okay, so it totally like you have to be frank with the LLM that I have this much of experience. I want to stand in this way. Then it will suggest you because nowadays AI are like literally effective if you know how to use them. So these are
And
the
sir,
questions,
in
right?
like when we are trying to develop the project, sir, there are many components which we need to handle, and they are like interconnected. So while doing that, I face issue in that. So like, is there any
Yeah,
recommendation
so
from your
that
side?
is a real world issue. Okay, That is a real world
So
issue.
how
Okay,
can I
when we say
practice?
that people will come, see, the issue is like people will come, they will enter their password, they'll enter their username, and they'll be able to log in. But behind the scene, you are not storing the password in the raw text. Okay, you are hashing them, applying some different kind of algorithms like SHA-256 or SHA-512, and you are comparing that hashed value. And now, before creating the hash value, you are also adding some salt to prevent it from the like hackers. Then you are comparing it with the stored password. Then you are allowing the user to let in. Okay, so this is how it goes on. For that, if you are not able to fix it, ask LLM, like the Copilot, wherever you are working. It will tell you, maybe if you are in the wrong architecture, it will tell you you have to redefine that architecture. This is how you can proceed. And also, you can also follow some technical people's blog, like how they are fixing it. And you can LLMs, and you can also use MCPs integrated into that LLMs. So you will be given, like, you will be getting proper ideas on that. That's how this thing works. You try one way, you fail, you found the trade-off, then you are proceeding to other technologies. That's how an actual engineer thinks. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Let me go to the chat. A lot of spams. Sir, for fresher system design knowledge required, if yes, up to how much will I have some knowledge about system design if like development? Yeah, the answer is yes. No matter whether you're a fresher or experienced folk like me or more than me, it matters. Definitely will be asked questions in techno manager round, or before that the second technical round or third technical round in product-based companies and service-based companies. Service companies mostly ask our system design, but not in the same way that the product-based companies ask. Okay, so yeah, if you are targeting product-based companies, you have to have proper hands-on on this thing with machine coding. If some company requires, whenever you have any interviews pipeline, you guys can research for that, and you guys can find out if that company asks for machine coding. If not, you have to go with architectural choice. Okay, and for each year, okay, internship from first year. I want to do internship, but from first year I was trying to go development, create a small project in January 500 and data engineer. How can I get it in data engineer? Okay, for data engineer, it depends. Okay, for the internship for product companies, I can say that you have to stand out of your project, and if you are from a good college, the exposure is like better for you, and that's how you will be able to get internship. For product-based companies. Okay, for service companies, if you are if you will be getting internship from your on-campus companies from your third year or from the fourth year or after your graduation. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's how this on-campus internship works. Yes. Can a question requires a super certificate? Yeah, yeah, Dev Sharma, if you are here, yeah, it is like the recruiter will definitely ask, but this is how you have to like answer strategically. Okay, let's answer kind of question like why is this yes. Okay, let's answer. Okay, give some tips for freshers. Freshers, never ever lose hope. Prepare your resume. Always do some experiments with your resume. Keep it simple, keep it clean. Always add like ATS friendly keywords. Always use LLM for that. Always try to evolve. Always try to improve yourself. Definitely, you guys will land a chance. You have to be highly active in Naukri, LinkedIn. So like that's all, like that's the tips on freshers. So anyone have any questions? I hope like people don't have any questions.
Sir, one last question I have.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, like while applying to the companies, like which platform, sir, would be the best for freshers? Like I tried internshala for internships. I received one, but on LinkedIn and Naukri, like which should we target, or should we just create profile on all of them or apply on all of them? Like what will be the best strategy for applying?
The best strategy is like, see, if you are confident enough so that you can, I mean, whenever you are given chance, let's say like Uber comes tomorrow and tells you, okay, we are pleased to inform you that you are selected for this interview and we are scheduling interview tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If you already have some hands-on experience, although Uber don't do that, but if you have some hands-on experience and you're like good enough in that, and you can attend, okay. So you have to be always like ready for that. But I'm damn sure this is not easy, but this is the key way. You don't know whenever the opportunity will come. So that's how it works. And regarding the job websites, Naukri, LinkedIn are there. I forgot one thing. Let me find that also. Mm, just to say, mm, just to say, yeah, guys, InstaHire. Yeah, InstaHire is the name. Okay, I'm not sure like whether you guys have used it or not. InstaHire is quite more useful rather than this Naukri and LinkedIn, because there is a time when I used to receive a lot of calls from InstaHire. So it totally depends on the type of companies. And since you guys are freshers, you have to explore all the job websites. You can ask it from the LLM. And for experienced folks only, like they wanted some trusted things because they always want stable career. So that's all. Yeah, Instahire is the effective one, and Naukri and LinkedIn is for visibility to know the trends. That's all. So anyone else have any questions? So can I connect with you so someday I can be helpful to you? And yeah, sure, definitely love to connect. Okay, so like can we wrap up the session if no one have any question? Okay, guys, so it is like nice meeting you, and definitely I would pray to God that you guys will definitely land a chance and you guys will hit hard and never lose hope, because that's what I did when I didn't when I didn't have any offer but I resigned. I also did the same, but never ever lose hope. If you are like practicing really hard, you'll definitely land a chance. So saying that, like, thank you. Have a great day. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir.